We are currently at Birmingham Airport's Ibis Hotel, and the total distance from here to the Antarctic Peninsula is 9,945 miles.
That's roughly the same distance as a direct flight from New York to Singapore, which takes almost 19 hours. Unfortunately, this trip isn't as simple as just booking one ticket though.
This journey consists of 3 flights transiting through Paris and Buenos Aires before picking up the MS Expedition in Ushuaia, the southernmost city in the world.
She will continuously be sailing for up to 2 days through the Drake's Passage, which is famous for its rough seas, and the waves can reach up to 65 feet tall. Knife, I'm so nervous about this.
Anyway, all going well, 2 days later we will hopefully be ending this video stood on land in Antarctica.
So for now, sit back and join this insane journey with us. Ah!
If you're new around here, we are Nathan and Hannah.
Old or new, thanks for tuning in, guys.
So you might already know how passionate we are about travelling, and we wanted to just tell you guys how we got to this point where we are now, having visited 40 countries over 6 continents.
In a nutshell, we met each other in 2004 at secondary school and finally got together when we were 16 in 2010.
We won't bore you with our whole life story, we're just sticking to travel, otherwise we'd be here for about forever and a day.
Our first overseas holiday together was in 2012. We went to Majorca in Spain.
It was a typical 18-year-old's holiday in Magaluf, partying and drinking. Although we did actually take public transport into the city of Palma, which fell out of our comfort zones at the time because everything else was booked through the safety of a travel agent.
Since our first holiday, we have caught 114 flights together, as well as crossing borders by other modes of transport.
Talking about flights, we best catch ours now.
So it's a chilly, foggy start here in Birmingham. We're just about to board the first jet of this mammoth journey. Finally off the plane in Portugal. Got about an hour and a half until the departing connecting flight to Buenos Aires. Luckily we've docked into Terminal 2E, which is where the next flight's from, so we've just got to figure this out and get in the next queue really.
Obviously Europe was our first continent visited together, and to date we have visited 22 countries in Europe, haven't we now?
To keep it short and sweet, we'll quickly run through our top 3 countries in Europe, going off how we feel right now. I think this is something that keeps changing as you go through life and as you go to different destinations, but right now this is our top 3 countries in Europe. So number 1 I think has got to be Prague in the Czech Republic. This was our first city break together and we planned our own itinerary, booking everything independently rather than sat at a desk in a travel agent.
Number 2 has got to be Slovenia. Road tripping through stunning scenery next to beautiful lakes below enormous mountains. What's not to love?
So that leaves number 3, which has got to be Switzerland. It's easy to see why this is one of the prettiest countries in Europe. At times we were among places that didn't appear to be real, the perfect postcard destination.
I think we are more drawn to the great outdoors over cities, as much as we do love a good city break in Europe. These top 3 destinations don't take anything away from the other 19 countries we have visited. It's just we'll be here for about a year covering them all. Maybe we can cover our European travels in more depth another time.
I'm so excited for this trip as well, and I think adrenaline is getting me through. I'm actually not very well. I caught a bug off. It's your fault now.
It's my fault.
Your fault. Caught a bug. You're just about over it, aren't you?
Yeah.
Near enough on the back end of this bug, but yeah, I'm like mid-bug, so I feel like really flued up, coughing, snotty nose. It's just not very good, but I'm powering through. 14-hour flight, here we come.
Okay, so we're kind of pushing it a bit now. So we've got an hour now until the next flight to Buenos Aires, and we've got to get on a train. I don't even know how long this is going to take, but fingers crossed we make this flight.
Antarctica was our second continent visited together, and to date we have been to just 2 North American countries, but would love to visit more at some point. In 2015 we visited New York. This was our first mid-haul flight, and on the same trip we visited Niagara Falls in Canada, where Nathan proposed. A very memorable moment. Well done, Nate. We also visited Florida in 2016 with my family, and later that year visited Las Vegas for our honeymoon.
It's about 9:45 de la noche in La Argentina. It was a long flight. So we've been on the go for about 22.5 hours, nearly 23 hours. We're going into Buenos Aires now, so what we're going to do is we're going to sign off, pick you up when we're back through security on the next leg to Ushuaia.
So we told you we'd pick you back up after we'd been through security on the other side. We are just in the domestic terminal now, getting a flight from Buenos Aires to Ushuaia. We've just had the best time in Buenos Aires, honestly. Like, that will be in our previous video. We've just spent the past 4 days there. It was absolutely awesome. I'm also feeling so much better now after those first 2 legs. Yeah, the Buenos Aires sunshine is sorting me right out. I am back on form. But yeah, in the meantime,
Asia was the third continent that we ticked off in 2017, and so far we have visited 8 Asian countries. Our China and Japan trip was the first time that we felt truly out of our comfort zones. The culture shock was real, the language barrier was a challenge, but this trip taught us so much about the world that we live in and about ourselves. In short words, Japan made us crave exploring more of Asia, and we genuinely loved every single country that we have visited in Asia so far. Just check the board, it's delayed by 2 hours. Yeah, I thought I had the bad end of the deal being here, being hot and agitated, but turns out it's almost like having a private lounge compared to what it's like out there. The terminal's not the best here in the domestic. I just put a clip on now, but I've just had to walk through to get to the toilet. Hey Google, what is the most southern airport in the world?
Ushuaia International Airport. Located in Argentina, this airport is the main air gateway to the remote region.
Feels so good to get out of that airport. What absolute chaos to get on this jet. Right, next stop, Ushuaia. We have now made it to Ushuaia.
I can't even believe we're here in Ushuaia, the most southerly city or point in the world, isn't it?
Yes, most southern city in the world. Can't wait to get out the airport either, because the views when we come in, I wasn't even expecting it. It was just snow-capped mountains. But this is the only flight we've got checked in luggage, so first of all we've got to wait at the carousel.
English.
Welcome to Ushuaia. In 2018, Oceania was continent number 4 that we visited, and to date we have visited 3 countries there, which again we absolutely loved. There's a pattern here, isn't there? I suppose we just love exploring different countries and continents. Australia, Fiji and New Zealand. Our Oceania trips have been absolutely stunning.
So obviously our flight got in last night and we embarked the boat for Antarctica tomorrow. So that leaves today as a full free day for the 2 of us to do what we want. The rain has cleared, so it would be absolutely rude not to explore what's on our doorstep. Ushuaia is actually part of Patagonia, so we've decided to take this Patagonian hike to Laguna Esmeralda, and it is just so good to have this time to explore somewhere we probably wouldn't have gone to explore and just enjoy the beautiful mountains.
So I haven't seen the lake yet, but some people who we just passed said it's right around the corner. So just approaching it now, still can't see it. Can see some of it. Oh my gosh, that's incredible. Wow. No, this is incredible.
Yeah, this is just what I love about travelling. Like, Ushuaia was just a meeting point to get on the boat, so we weren't necessarily going to come here, but you know, that's the beauty of travel. You get to these places which you weren't necessarily going to go to, and just look, I just cannot believe where we are stood right now. It's just incredible. Anyway, I feel like I've raffled on about this video, and hopefully things are going to get better as we keep travelling further south, so we'll cut now back to Ushuaia.
Before we got here, Nathan found out that there was this place where you get your passport stamped. There's all different stamps. There's Antarctica, there's the Ushuaia, southernmost city in the world. So yeah, let's pick one and stamp our passports. Make sure it's on. Southernmost city in the world. So here we are, here's the proof, Ushuaia, Findel, Mundo, the end of the world and the bottom of South America. Speaking of South America...
In 2019, South America was continent number 5, with just 2 countries visited there, Brazil and Argentina. Rio de Janeiro was a dream bucket list destination, living up to our expectations. As well, on the same trip we visited Iguazu Falls in Argentina. That was a whole other experience in itself. Our short time in South America was a different kind of bonkers, and again, we had an absolute blast.
So yeah, you guys watching might think that we're totally fearless when it comes to travelling, but me personally, I have all of the fear before these things, before we get on flights, before we do anything. I have all of the fear. As well as having the fear, I have the excitement, I have the passion to travel. I just have this urge pulling me to do these things, and that overcomes the fear. I suppose you just have to feel the fear and do it anyway. I can't believe that in just a couple of hours time we're going to be heading on the G expedition. She's there waiting for us. I'm so excited to be going to Antarctica, but I'm also so nervous because of the Drake Passage. If you don't know what the Drake Passage is, just Google it.
So now that's a bit more of South America ticked off, that leads us to the continent number 6 that we visited.
Africa is continent number 6. Although Nath went to Egypt as a teenager, it wasn't until 2024 that we went to Africa together to climb Kilimanjaro in Tanzania, as well as experiencing an African safari. We loved our time in our 6th continent. It was a whole new level of culture and experiences to what we had encountered prior.
So we hope all of this has given you an insight into our travel background and why this journey is such a huge deal to us.
We both work full time, so all of this travel over the years has fitted in using our annual leave, also incorporating bank holidays and weekends.
We hope that this video gives anyone watching the mentality to think that if you yourself are passionate about anything, you can achieve it.
A lot of planning, lots of working, lots of saving, lots of spending, and also lots of pushing yourselves through your comfort zone.
So yeah, this has been so much fun to relive and look back on our past travels over the past 12 years.
Yeah, it's been amazing. It's so good that we're both on the same wavelength.
It really is, because I think if we didn't think the same, we wouldn't have achieved this, would we? Like, you have to be on the same page, don't you, to want to do this stuff. Like, we're so lucky that we've both got this passion
and drive to do the same adventures.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's also been really good to share this, and right now it's so exciting that the next big adventure awaits.
7th continent, here we come.
It's time for the last leg. Come on guys, let's do this. Hello.
Hiya. Oh, that's ours. How do we open it? Do we just walk in?
Maybe.
Oh, it's open. This is actually our room. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, home for the next night.
Wow. I feel like I'm going to cry. Oh my god, this is amazing.
Look.
Fullwood Nathaniel. Fullwood Hannah.
Small Poquito.
Oh, wow. I can't believe we're in here for the next 9 nights. This is... wow. So it's official, we have left. We're on the move now. So one thing left to say. Bye Argentina.
left the pier and we are setting sail for Antarctica. With that, there is much information that we still need to give you to prepare you for the days to come and to familiarize you with the ship.
So I think it's official that we're on the Drake Passage. It's 1:10 in the morning and we haven't slept, have we?
Nope. Boat's going like that.
Luckily I don't feel sick, it's just, I just can't sleep. Like, I think it's worse when you lie down.
Oh, it's definitely worse lie down. And we're at our rooms at the back of the boat as well.
But it's literally just going, swaying, and there's been a couple of crashes that you can feel as well, and the whole boat is just shook, hasn't it?
Yeah.
And this is just the start of it. Got 2 days of this. So I've just come to have a wander out just to see if there's anyone else knocking about around the ship. No, there's not. Everyone's in their rooms. They can't be sleeping, surely. So it's 20 to 3 in the morning. Still had no sleep. If anything, it's just got worse.
We've been sailing for 17 and a half hours now. I'd like to say that the Drake's Passage has got better, but it hasn't. If anything, it's probably got a bit worse, so we've just come up the top of the deck a bit just to see what the swells are like.
The Drake Passage is the body of water that we are crossing right now from Ushuaia to the Antarctic Peninsula. It is one of the, if not the roughest sea crossings in the world, with waves reported to have reached up to 65 feet tall.
So apparently the bridge is open, which means we can go in there just to have a look to see what the captain's doing. So, hello, how are you?
Thank you. So we're just in the middle of the Drake's Passage, and I'm your captain. The Drake's Passage is so rough because at this latitude the winds and currents meet no resistance from any other landmass. Basically there's nothing else there but ocean. We are now on Sunday, it's nearly lunchtime, which means that we are 40 hours into our voyage to Antarctica from Ushuaia. We have officially crossed over into Antarctic waters, so we're a step closer, and according to the captain we've made good time. He says the seas aren't rough, I disagree.
It's so exciting to think that tomorrow we'll be actually stepping foot onto Antarctic land, onto the 7th continent. It's so exciting. There's been a lot of briefings as well. The G-Expedition specialists, they've put on a lot of seminars, briefings. We're like well and truly ready to step onto Antarctic land.
We are.
We've just finished dinner and we are out on the front of the deck, and this is our first time walking out actually seeing Antarctic land, and it's just breathtaking. Like, there's nothing else like it. I can't even explain what this is like. It's just, yeah, no words. I just can't believe we're here in Antarctica looking at what we're looking at. I'm just absolutely speechless. Guys, this is absolutely insane. There is just humpbacks just dotted all over, just keep popping up, and some penguins as well. Yeah, just the landscape, it's just like nothing else. It's absolutely beautiful. The anchor is going down as well, so this is officially where we are docking tonight. What a place. View outside our window. This is our room window right next to the bed. There's a rolling iceberg just outside here, and just icebergs all around. There's just no words, is there? There's a humpback in the distance just over there that I can see. Just his fin up now, just gone down.
So our journey to the 7th continent, we're moments away from stepping on land. So 3 flights from the UK, ship crossing across the Drake Passage, and then a zodiac ride, which has been done fantastically by Julia. Well done, Julia. Just so excited. Yeah, moments away now.
We have made it to Antarctica.
Yay, we made it.
We are on the Yalu Islands. There's penguins behind, but we have officially stepped foot on continent number 7.
Yeah, thanks for following our journey, guys, and there'll be so much more in the next video of this series.
Cheers, guys.
Bye.